everyone, I'm YGO Warrior, aka Julie. Look what I have. A bunch of makeup that I received in Ipsy. Either the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, the Ipsy X, or possibly one or two products I picked up in an add-on. Let's have fun doing a get ready with me, shopping my stash, using all products I received via Ipsy. Also, I want to mention my mascara is not from Ipsy. I'm very particular when it comes to mascaras. This happens to be the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift. I did a review recently. If you missed it, you can check it out in the eye above. On my lips, I'm wearing the FENTY Pro Kisser Lip Balm. I got this in the most recent Ipsy Glam Bag X. It feels wonderful. And I just need something on my lips because my lips get dry. All right, let's dive in and start with the primer. This here is from YENSA. It is the Essential Glow Tone Up Primer. I'm going to be listing on screen the brand and product and which box I got it in. So my lights are very bright. This actually has a tint, which surprised me. Let's see if this primer actually, if the tint provides any kind of coverage or if it's the type that just disappears. It's giving me a little bit of the Wet n Wild Dewy Lumino vibes, because that product comes out and has a slight tint to it and is very thick, just like this one. Except for the Wet n Wild is like, what, $5.49? It's under $6. And I'm going to assume this YENSA one is pricey. Alright, don't be scared. Anytime I touch or rub my face, it turns red. In about 20 seconds, it will go back to normal. Alright, let's see. I'm not getting as much of a glow as I get with that Wet n Wild product, but feels nice. I'm going to be using a foundation also from YENSA. This here is the Super Serum Silk Foundation, and I have it in the shade Light Neutral. This guy is pretty bougie, but it's really good. It comes with a pump. I'm just going to squirt some on the back of my hand. That is what she looks like. If you're curious, I do have an actual separate review video, but spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, I really enjoy this foundation and I was super happy to get it in the Ipsy bag because I'm cheap and this retails, I want to say like $42, $44. It's fantastic. There's no way I would have bought it on my own, but I'm so glad it was put in a box. That's my favorite thing to get in a beauty subscription, is some form of complexion product, whether it's a foundation or concealer. The best. Alright, now on to concealer. And apologies, I really wanted to use the Purlisse concealer that I got, I don't know, maybe in the January box. I don't know what I did with it. I can't find it. So we're going back to my tried and true. I was introduced to this product from Tarte. This is the Creaseless Concealer, which is now my holy grail because I got it in an Ipsy box. As much as I've bitched and moaned over the years about Ipsy, thank you, Ipsy, for introducing me to this product. If you like a little, I don't want to say glow, but brightening under your eyes, if you have dry, mature skin, I think you might enjoy this. Alright, I'm going out of order. I want to let this sit and slightly dry down, so while I let cray, I'm going to go in with something I've been introducing into my routine lately, and that is doing my brows, right? Who am I? Now, by doing my brows, literally, I'm just going to apply a clear brow gel. This here is from ANASTASIA Beverly Hills. It looks like a mascara. It's just clear product on, for a brow product, that's quite the big brush, but works for me. So I'm just going to actually not put it straight in. Let's first just brush up my hairs with the regular spoolie. Okay, now we'll go in and just slightly do that. I don't know if it's doing anything, but I feel more polished as a person applying makeup when I can say, yes, I did my brows. All right, done. Leave me a comment and let me know how long it actually takes you to do your brows. Do you use a pencil first and then like a pomade or a tinted gel and go in with concealer? And are you fancy or are you like me? All right, I think this is dried down enough. I'm just going to take my finger and just kind of tap it in, and then I'll follow up with a damp sponge. I'm going to take whatever's left and just kind of tap it up top. I do have discoloration and hyperpigmentation on my upper lids. Lucky me. And today I will not be using any kind of eye primer. So the concealer will function as that eye primer. All right. Looking all sexy now, aren't I? All right, I'm just going to take what's left on my finger because I actually applied a little too much. Just come down my nose in the center of my chin like so. No product should go to waste. And now I'm just going to take the same sponge that I use for my foundation and just blend, tap, press that product in. All right, this next product, I'm super excited. I just got it in the Ipsy Glam Bag X in February. Never tried it before, so I'm a little scared. It's this guy here from Scott Barnes. It's the Sculpting and Contour. I'm used to my kind of cream products, and this is a powder, and there are 6 or 8 shades. I can't remember. There are 8 shades here, and I'm going to have to mix and match and figure out which ones look best. But before I do that, I think I'm going to go into this one called Ding. I like how it's cool toned. And let's just see if, by dumb luck, it's like the perfect shade match for me. All right, I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand first. Okay, yes. So, whew, doesn't seem to be overly pigmented, which I prefer because I would rather build something up than, you know, go ham. But let's see if this shade is good for me. All right, maybe I put too much on the back of my hand. I'm going to go in and, okay, not too much fallout came, and go straight on the cheek. Okay, that is a lot better. Good to know. So if you end up getting this in add-ons or you find it at TJ Maxx or what have you, just know it is not overly pigmented where you can just dive straight in. And I think that diced shade is a good match for me. So yay, I won't have to mix and match and try to figure all that out. I will, after I get my blush on, blend everything out. All right, for blush, I'm excited. I'm going to be using this product here from NATASHA DENONA, which is the Cupid Cheek Duo. I think, if I remember, this is a cream product. Yes, she's creamy, and I hope I don't regret applying the contour first. That is what that looks like. Let me do a swatch. And it has a slight sheen to it. It's not overly shimmery, but just a heads up. All right, let's see if I can avoid looking like a clown. All right, I'm just gonna take the same sponge I used when I did my foundation and just kind of tap and push in and blend everything. The blush is very subtle in real life. With my bright filming lights, you probably aren't seeing much, so let me go in and add just a hair more. I find with cream blushes, you tend to have to go a little ham because they will settle down. When you first apply, you're like, ah, and then you blink, and all of a sudden you're like, where'd my blush go? For highlighter, I'm going to be applying this product here, which is from CIATE London. It's the Glow 2 highlighter. This is what the packaging looks like. And it comes with a mirror. And that's what the highlighter is all about. Let me do a swatch. Right there. It's really pretty. It's a little on the kind of golden side, but a very soft gold. Call it dumb luck or happenstance. The brush I grabbed to apply it is actually from Complex Culture, which is the Ipsy in-house brand. So it's on par for this video. All right, let's see what this looks like. Make sure, hoping it doesn't act like, you know, sometimes some highlighters just kind of stay on a stripe. It's kind of, it's not creamy, but it's a creamier powder, if that makes sense. All right. She's glowy. I'm gonna just take my sponge and blend it in a little. All right, on to the eyeshadow look. That is also from CIATE London. It is the Spice palette. I think this came in a recent box, don't quote me. Yes, I love how it opens all the way up. It does come with a mirror. This is the color story, which is really pretty. You got some nice kind of soft neutrals, but then you have some nice kind of pinky mauves. It's the type of palette that's right up my alley. All right, I'm gonna go in with this shade in the crease and get started on the eye look. It's a little powdery, but I've had worse, but I've also had a lot better. Let's just tap this on, see what kind of eye look I'll put together. It's a little more orange, not orange, it's not an orange shade, but it's leaning less camel brown tan and a little more slight tangerine. I don't have a problem with that, I'm just letting you know. I often find sometimes the color when you look at it in the pan versus when it's on your eye can be very different. All right, I'm just going to take what remains, pinch, and then drag that under the lash line. All right, now I'm gonna go into this medium shade here, which I'm noticing in the viewfinder. On camera, it's looking a little more tan camel. In the pan, it is a little more orangey tangerine. By the way, this is the same brush because I'm lazy and haven't cleaned my brushes in a while, so let's just go in and use the same brush. Gonna do the same pinch, add some to the bottom. All right, interesting. I was focusing on the pinks, but the kind of light and light medium shades are more orange. So let's see how well those pinks perform with these kind of tangerine-y shades. All right, speaking of the cranberry shades, I'm gonna go in with this one here, and I'm using a different brush. I'm going to deepen up the outer V, and let's see how well the cranberry and the peachy tangerine shades meld together. I think they look nice. All right, again, I'm going to pinch and just on the outer third, pull in some of that cranberry. All right, let's use this shimmer shade and see first if my brush picks it up or if it's the type where I'm going to need to use a setting spray. Oh no, that did really well with a brush only. Ooh, yes, okay. I'm going to take a fluffier brush and just kind of blend. This here's a more flat brush for picking up and placing a lot of shadow. I like these for the shimmers. It's a synthetic brush as well. A little more dense. You can just grab that fluffier brush and blend. All right, we're gonna match because Went up a little higher on this side. All right, I'm also going to take that same shade and put some on my brow bone. I'm looking a little too zombie, which happens to me when I use red. So I'm going to take this darker brown, use a very small brush, and just ever so slightly come in and deepen up the corner here. Just a little. And now I'm going to go back into that cranberry shade and just kind of blend it in with that darker brown. The shimmer, when I added it, the cranberry kind of disappeared a little bit, so I'm just going to mix those two together because I want it a little deeper there, but I don't quite want it brown. I do want some of that cranberry, so we'll just blend, blend, blend. If anyone's new, welcome. I am not an MUA. I am just a makeup enthusiast. So if anything I apply, you're like scratching your head going, why should you do that? It's just how I do it. I'm just sharing how I actually put my makeup on. All right, I'm looking a little crazy with my eyeshadow on. What I need to do next is apply my eyeliners and touch up my mascara, and it will all come together. This gel eyeliner is from Tarte, and it is easy on the eyes. I don't know if I've ever used this. If I have, I don't remember. So fingers crossed it will do really well tight lining and not transfer down to my lower lash line. Wouldn't it be lovely if I could finally find my holy grail? It's only been about 10 seconds. But I don't want to jinx anything. So far, so good. All right, for a liquid liner, I have this one, which is from Pure. It is the On Point. I don't even remember when I got this. Could have been 2-3 years ago. Could have been 2 months ago. I just have no recollection. All right, this is what it looks like. So, yep, has a roller ball, which I appreciate and enjoy. This is what the tip looks like. Let's do a swatch. Ooh, lot of liquid. I think it's a felt tip. It seems to be that way. Let's see how well she glides across the lids. That was really nice. It's, when I say liquidy, meaning sometimes brush tips can be a little drying. They skip and drag. This one, the product comes out, which makes it easy to apply. At least for me. You just kind of touch it and product comes and, oh no, don't screw up. I have the crossover and I always mess up this eye. Get it too thick and then I gotta match, and then I never match thickness. It's so hard. When I stare, I'm like, that looks good. And when I'm editing a video and staring at myself for like 6 to 8 hours, particularly when I like parts you don't see, I'll look down to do something. I can see how uneven my eyes are, so hopefully these are even. Probably not. Actually, I'm noticing the eyeshadow needs to be blended a little more. Alright. I also could do with a touch-up right here. Yes, if anyone's new, after I've applied my foundation and my eyeshadow, I do go in with a makeup wipe, fix, and not to worry. I'm just going to take my sponge that has foundation remnants and just kind of tap. All good. All right, let me touch up my mascara. Amber, close your eyes. I'm going to recurl my eyelashes. And don't be scared. I've been doing this for decades. It really holds a curl. I use waterproof mascara, and once the mascara's dried and then you curl it, it makes your lashes look longer, or at least for me it does. All right, now I'm going to go in with the Essence. This is my topper mascara, and just get the edges. It will cover up any eyeshadow that got dusted on. It's not a full coat. I'm just doing a little touch up. And I'm going to hit the bottom lashes. Okay, almost done. I'm going to take this crazy thing out of my hair, and then we'll put some lip products on. Oh, no, maybe I didn't wash my hair today, and yeah. Let's just put that back in. And we'll pretend it was like my hairstyle, because woof, bang's not cooperating. All right, so for the lip products, I have too many to choose from. I don't know which one. Maybe I'll use both. So one is from KEVYN and one is from NATASHA DENONA. And these were from the most recent Glam Bag X. Let's see which one goes with the eye look the best, and that will be the decision maker. Okay, so they're very different. I forgot. Okay, so this one's a very, very light tan nude, and this one's like a pinky dusty rose. Let's go with the pinky dusty rose, because yes, let's do that. And if it's too dark or whatnot, I can always go in with the NATASHA DENONA. This is very comfortable, very smooth. I'm okay with this color, so Natasha, I will save you for a different day. But I am going to top it with this lip gloss. This is from Trace Luce, and it is Lips Be Like, and it's a plumping gloss. Now, I don't care for plumping glosses, but I believe somebody left me a comment when I unboxed this, letting me know it's not the kind that stings or irritates. At least I hope not. Alright, it is a really pretty, my kind of color, soft, peachy pink, and it should look beautiful on top of this lip shade. I was about to say, doesn't hurt, but I've done that in the past where it takes like 10-15 seconds before it kicks in, so I didn't want to jinx anything, but I think it's fine. So just a heads up, if you buy plumping glosses because you like that sensation, maybe skip this one from Trace Luce. If you're like me and cannot stand that sensation, guess what? Trace Luce doesn't hurt at all. All right, here is the final look. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've tried any of these products I used today, if you also received them in an Ipsy box, or if you were lucky enough to score them in an Ipsy, I don't know, it's not a drop shop, you know, Ipsy add-ons, Ipsy sale, or if you've just been eyeing them out on Sephora or Ulta, wherever else they sell them. I enjoyed all these products, and in retrospect, it makes me appreciate Ipsy slightly, because I wouldn't normally pick up all these products on their own from Ulta or Sephora. But sometimes when I'm unboxing, I'm a little cranky. But this just lets me know, hey, look at me. I have a beautiful full face of makeup on, thanks to Ipsy. All right, I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so by now, I would love if you would subscribe. For those who have, thank you so much. Remember to click that bell icon so you can be notified of future videos. And if you could do me a huge favor, clicking that thumbs up really does help with my channel to grow. All right, thanks everyone.